Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Nick Theriot, and today I have an exciting new video for you guys. Today, I'm gonna be showing you how we did $108,000 with Shopify and Facebook ads using kind of our current ad account structure strategy we're doing inside the ad account. This ad account structure literally takes us 5 to 10 minutes a day to manage, and it's absolutely beautiful. So I'm gonna show you exactly what we're doing, how we're using it and everything, and what we're spending the other few hours of our time on every single day instead of just sitting there like managing an ad account and stuff. So, oh, by the way, just appreciate that the camera might be a little wobbly and stuff like that, but I'm getting a brand new tripod setup, same angle and everything, just a better tripod to be level with me versus this like down angle. But I've been using my camera for like calls and stuff like that for Zoom and everything, so it's it's been kind of in that awkward area. But with that being said, before we get started, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button for new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And with that being said, let's dive into it, guys. So how we did $108,000 in 30 days at a 2.7x return on ad spend. And obviously this is post 14.5, September 15th through October 15th, just because I think there's still a lot of case studies floating around right now where they're talking about things they did before April of 2021. And this is what's now. This is the new reality, Facebook ads and stuff. So 2.7x ROAS in post 14.5 is still very good. So I'm gonna show you the ad account structure we use for this particular account. Very simple. Again, we've gone down now to 2 campaigns, 3 campaigns for some accounts. The third campaign, all it is a past purchases campaign. So if you have other products, we can get your previous purchases to rebuy. And then if you have an account like a clothing brand with a ton of different products, you'll have a few more campaigns, but not as many as you would think. So yeah, so we're keeping a very tight ship here. Very simple. I'm making adjustments on for budget on 2 campaigns. That is it. I'm in and out every day. I love it. Love it so much. So you want to create a CBO at 5 to 10x your target CBA campaign. Create a new campaign, conversions, purchases, optimization, turn that CBO budget on, set at 5 to 10x your target CPA. So for me, my target CPA is $25 for this particular store. So I started this campaign around $250, maybe even higher, maybe a little bit higher than that, but anywhere from 5 to 10x your target CPA. It's key right there. So that's gonna give you proficient spin so you actually kind of get some things moving forward. Now, next thing, you wanna load in your best performing lookalike in the account. Look at your ad account, look at the last 30 days. What's your best performing lookalike, okay? Then go find your best performing interest. What's your best performing interest? And then if you haven't tested abroad yet, then just toss abroad in there. Abroad is literally where we put no targeting at all. We just select age and gender. That is it. And just let it roll. Now, you still do your typical exclusions of 30 days, purchases, website visitors, engagement, your standard stuff like that. But just go ahead and toss those things in there. Now, what you want to do is go find your best performing 3 to 4 ads in your ad account over the last 30 days. And you want to put them in each one of those ad sets. So the 3 ad sets, you're going to have the exact same 3 to 4 ads. Now, I do have a few more pictured in here. That's just because that's what's currently working right now for this particular campaign. Yada, yada, yada. Just put your best 3 to 4 ads in those ad sets. And then lastly, you want to set your minimum ad spend on each ad set to 1x your target CPA. So again, you really, I say 5 to 10x your target CPA for this spend for the CBO, but you realistically, if you have the budget, go with 10x. It's going to give your CBO a little bit more spend, and it can quickly start to optimize a little bit faster. So I recommend 10x, but hey, if you're on a budget, then go to 5x. Now again, this CBO is going to be your main CBO for everything now on. So you can start pulling budget from those other campaigns and pushing it into the CBO depending on how performance goes. And I'm going to show you in a second more of the management side of the CBO and everything. Now, this CBO, we're doing everything in our audience testing, our creative testing, and it's super, super key to leave everything in this one campaign. There's so many people, so many ad accounts to audit. And it's like a campaign doesn't work, so they turn it off and they create a new one. turn it off, create a new one, and then just keep doing the same thing over and over and over. And it's the same audiences. It's only thing that's different. It's like CBO or ABO or like these weird little like strategies and stuff like that. Like keep it freaking simple. And that's the point of this right here. We're keeping it simple. We're going ahead, and obviously this looks like a lot more than simple, and I'm gonna explain that to you in a second of how we got here. But this is over the course of a period of time of spending a lot and following our core principles, which I'm gonna show you in a second. So once you actually launch that CBO, let it run for about 3 to 4 days. And then what you could do inside that CBO is turn off any ad sets that are really unprofitable. And then you should be left with one ad set with some level of profitability. And that's going to give you your best performing ad set with your best performing ads. Then you can start to proceed to the next step. Your next step right here is creative testing. So right now, hardwire this rule in your head, because there's so many people that are going to miss this step right here. Every Monday, launch 3 new ads. So what you're going to do is you're going to put together 3 new creatives every single Monday and put them in the ad account. Now, as an agency, I'm not going to say like, hey, we're slacking a little bit right now on that just because we have a little video designer and stuff. We're working with expanding our editing team and everything. But if you're not working with an agency, you're doing it yourself, you have plenty of time to do this. Every single Monday, load in 3 new creatives inside of your ad account. And then you also want to load in 3 new copies, okay? That's 3 new ad copies. Now, here's how to do it. You're going to duplicate your best performing ad set. So like, for example, right here, this one ad set right here performed the best. I'm going to hit the duplicate button inside that CBO and duplicate that ad set. And inside of there, I'm going to delete those ads that are inside because I don't want to keep the ads. I just want to duplicate the ad set. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to load in 3 new ads inside of that ad set. And what I'm going to do, if it's copy I'm testing, I'm going ahead, I'm going to load in 3 new ads exactly like this. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the best performing creative in the ad account. I'm going to choose one creative that's the best performing in the ad account. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put that as the creative, and then I'm just going to test 3 ads all with different ad copy. So that way I can figure out what variable is the best, like what ad copy is the best. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do next, I'm going to duplicate that ad set again. I'm going to delete the ads in it, and then I'm going to load in the best performing ad copy, and then I'm going to duplicate that ad 3 times and change the creative for each one. So we have 3 different creatives. So you can clearly see a picture right here. All the same ad copy, different creatives, all the same creative, different copies. This is very key right here. Every Monday, we want to put this live. You're going to decrease the amount of time you spend throughout the week on your ad account management, and you'll increase the amount of time you spend on prepping. Tuesday through Friday, you're going to prep new creative, prep new copies. And you're going to do that so that way when Monday comes around, you have these brand new 3 creatives and brand new 3 copies that you can load inside the ad account. And what it's going to do is it's going to increase performance dramatically over time as you test new creative iterations and stuff and copy iterations. I can't tell you how many calls I have with people saying, why would I change the creative and why would I change the copy if the performance has been going good the last few months? Then I'm like, okay, well, why are you on this call with me? Oh, because I'm struggling to scale. Why are you struggling to scale? Oh, because every time I push budget over a certain amount, it falls flat on its face. Okay. And then they're like, do I need to do ABO? Do I need to do CBO? Do I need to duplicate ad set a few times inside that campaign? I'm like, no. Your ad account structure is perfect, but in order to get past that, we need to test more creative iterations and stuff that has more pulling power to be able to withstand those higher spends. And a lot of people do not understand that. They think that they can just fix a few things to ad account and get the spend they want. Creative is not fun. It's not sexy. It's not fun to do, but it's what drives 80% of your performance, your creative and your copy inside of the ad account. And there's not enough people still doing this in 2021. So you need to quit that ABO or CBO or how to put these audiences together. Like, look, keep the audience testing simple, which I'm gonna show you in a second, and then focus all of your time and attention on creative and copy every week. And guess what? Your first 3 to 4 weeks, it probably won't turn out how you want. So you need to play the long game here. You need to be thinking, how over the next 3 to 6 months can I drastically improve my creative and by testing it weekly. So going to audience testing now. Inside audience testing. Oh, and by the way, let's go back to rules for creative testing. Do not look at ad set level return on ad spend. Okay. You need to grill that into you. When you're testing creative or copy, do not look at ad set level ROAS, because it will mess your mind up. Okay. You want to look at the ad level. At the ad level, if ad spends 3 times target CPA with 0 purchases, turn it off. Or if it spends 4 times your target CPA with less than target ROAS, turn it off. Now, for y'all who not really understanding what I mean, this is ad set level where you see all your ad sets. This is ad level. Do not look at ad set level ROAS when you're testing creative or copy. You want to look at ad level, and you want to look at the individual ad performance, and then you want to look at the amount spent on each one. And if the amount spent on this one right here is above a 4x of my target CPA, which would be $100 for this particular ad, and it has less than target KPI, less than target ROAS, I'm gonna turn it off. Simple. Same thing for creative. Same exact thing. Now, audience testing. Okay. What we're gonna do is we're gonna duplicate our best performing ad set. So it's this one right here, but we're gonna leave all of those ads in it that are currently running right now and doing good. We're gonna leave them in. Do not touch those ads. Duplicate that ad set, and all you want to do is swap in a new audience. So in this case right here, we are our winning audience right now is this romance audience. And then what we've done is we've tested a whole bunch of different other audiences. Okay. Gauge shoppers, lookalikes, so romance novels, just slightly different romance variations. Southern living, social engagement 30 days, lookalike 1%, teacher interest, broad, engaged shoppers. Like, we've tested a lot of different audiences, and this is another clear example right here where you're going to test a lot and you'll have a lot of losers, and that is okay because you only need 1 or 2 big audiences to scale an ad account. There's a limiting belief out there that you need 20 different profitable audiences to scale an ad account. Realistically, all you need is 2 or 3 really big ones, and that is it. Right now, we're spending a few thousand, $1,500 a day on this ad account, and we only have 1 audience. That's it. There's 3 ad sets, but these 2 are testing stuff. This is our main ad set right here that we're pushing spin in, and we only need 1 because it's such a big and large audience. You don't need all those different iterations. So, very key to understand. And we're literally going to follow the same exact testing structure or rule as creative and copy for audience testing. But we're going to look at ad set level. We're not going to look at creative level or ad level. We're going to be focusing our time on, when we're testing an audience, we want to look at ad set level. When we're testing an ad, we want to look at ad level. So we do not look at ad level when we're testing an audience. We're looking only at ad set level, which is this right here. And again, when we spend 4 times our target CPA with less than target ROAS, we're going to turn that ad set off. When we spend more than 3x our target CPA with 0 purchases, we're going to turn that ad set off as well. And again, you want to look at that over a lifetime period, or last 7 days. That's the one thing I did not include. You want to look at the last 7 days, or lifetime periods for that right there. So you're not judging on a daily basis or a 1 day performance. So, and what that's going to do is that's definitely going to, there's no set time range of you need 1 day, 2 day, or 3 day. If you have a big budget and stuff like that, you'll probably spin through these a little quicker. But some people might do 1 new audience every other day. Some people might do 1 or 2 new audiences a week. Some people might do 1 audience a week just because their budget is smaller. When you have a smaller budget, it slows down that testing process. And again, you're going to have a lot of losing audiences before you find a few winners. So you have to understand that. You're going to expect to lose some before you can actually start winning and making some. So what we've covered now is creative testing, ad copy testing, the CBO you need, the minimum spend you need, the budget you need and everything. And basically the standardized operating procedure of loading in 3 new copies, 3 new creatives every single week, and testing new audiences anywhere from a day to 2 days. Again, you only want to do 1 new audience at a time. 1 new audience at a time. You don't need to do 3 or 4 or 5 at a time, because what that's going to do is spread your ad spend thin. ROAS will drop, and when ROAS drops, you're going to be like, what's going on? Why it's not working? When you don't understand what you're actually doing to the ad account at that given time. So we only recommend 1 ad set at a time when it comes down to audience testing. Now, let's get into MER. So again, now you understand how it works and everything. Now let's look at how to actually adjust the budget, because that's a big key right there. So we like to, when we set our budget, our 5x to 10x target CPA, we like to just leave it. Do not touch it, okay? Because what we're going to do is we're going to optimize it for performance by finding winning audiences inside of there, new winning creatives and everything, and that's going to increase performance of it, okay? So you need to pick a daily budget you're comfortable with, ideally 5 to 10x your target CPA, so you have enough spend to actually do something, and then just commit to it for 30 days so you can really work the system, okay? So MER, marketing efficiency ratio. This is something that's to be a little bit more advanced for this particular video right here, but in a nutshell, it's essentially coming there and taking your total spend on Facebook, your total revenue on Shopify, and dividing it by your total spend on Facebook, and it gives you your marketing efficiency ratio. This could also be seen as your overall ROAS. And when you receive this overall ROAS, you can identify correlations if you're doing multi-channel, or just overall correlation between Facebook spend and Shopify spend, because with 14.5, we're seeing less conversions coming in. So 1x in the ads manager might actually look like a 2x overall, and a 2x in the ads manager might look like a 3x or 4x overall. So you have to understand that. So what we like to do is we like to literally create a Google Sheet, here's the columns to set up, and literally just go ahead and every day, Facebook spend, Shopify spend, and then like divide them to get your MER. And when you look at it on a 30-day basis and see all of those little inputs, you'll start to see the correlations. So like, hey, that day when I spent 300 on Facebook ads, we did $600, and then like that stayed consistent, and then I bumped up Facebook to 350, and then I seen it go from 600 to 750. So like, there's something working on Facebook. And at the end of the day, it comes down to what you're spending and what your revenue, regardless of what Facebook says or any in-app, like in-channel or in-app reporting. It does not matter. It all comes down to what is the overall. And that's what a lot of people are moving to. And almost every single person, every agency you talk to, that's what everyone has moved to for 14.5, because it's kind of like the all-seeing eye, whatever you want to call it, of trueness essentially right there. If MER is being hit over the last 3 days, we want to increase that budget by 20% once per day. So you launch your CBO, you're tracking MER, and you're seeing that, hey, a 3x return on ad spend you're seeing overall, and that's great. Like, you're seeing a 3x consistently over 3 days, and you're only targeting a 2x. So like, hey, let's push spend. So now what you can do is once per day is increase that budget by 20, and you'll increase that budget on CBO by 20%, and once per day, and every day. Again, every day you want to look at MER before you increase that budget. So increase it today, tomorrow you look at it, hey, still seeing a 3x ROAS, boom. And again, you want to do overall average, not just one day here and there, like overall average over the last 3 days before you increase it. Now, like I said, this is going to be a mind game here. So your first week of testing, like I said, 80% of you guys, or 80% of the time, your first week of testing does not do good. Creative doesn't really work. Copy doesn't really work. Audiences kind of did and you left with just one ad set that's doing pretty good. Okay, cool. Your third and fourth week is when you'll likely start to see the results and everything if you're taking proper action and actually putting the work in. So again, the whole point of this whole structure account, everything like that, is that we want to spend minimum time in the ad account so we could spend more time on the actual creation of creative and copy. So it's key right there to understand. And you're basically given a whole 5, 6, 7 days, or 6 days in between launching new copy and creative to create new stuff. So you have to understand this is a marathon, not a sprint. So stay consistent. Some of you guys are like, oh, 3, that's nothing, blah, blah, blah. Well, guess what? You're probably the person that created a bunch of creatives once, launched them all, found a winner, haven't launched a new one in a few months. Now performance is dropping and you're like, oh my God, I don't know what to do. So that's the reality of when I get on these ad account audits with people and what I see consistently over time. So you have to understand that. You're probably, when you don't see performance over the first week or two, you're probably gonna be like, oh my God, I need to go change the ad account structure. And you're gonna freak out about it because you're not seeing the results and stuff. But reality is, it's just you're not analyzing your results from your testing properly, and you're not trying new things that are based upon the results. And that's a big thing right there. So like when you do a test, it's to get an outcome, and you take that outcome and then you further analyze it, whether it's good or bad. If it was bad, why? Why didn't that ad perform? Was it the CTR, CPC, CPM? Were those really high or off or low? Was AOV lower? Was the cost per purchase higher? Like, you need to study and analyze all of that right there, because that's very key to understand when you're making your new creative and new copy to further try to improve based off week-to-week performance. And no one's doing that. They're sitting back. Oh, it didn't work. Let me take my same creative and copy I've been using the last few months, try another new account structure, quote unquote, from some guy on YouTube, which, hey, I'm some guy on YouTube as well for you first time listeners, and not see performance, and then keep going on and on over the same feedback loop, exactly right there. So what you have to do and have to understand is that the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over and expecting to get a new result. But the reality is, if you want a new result, you have to do something radically different. So if you are just jumping from account structure to account structure to account structure, getting the same result, you need to do something radically different, which is really spending more time on your creative and your copy. Keep a very simplified ad account structure and let it roll. Spend all your time on creative and copy and really dig deeper into building compelling ads that get you sales. And that's something that a lot of you guys are doing. And I see it. I've done this. I audit accounts every single day, and I don't see this being taken action on. So again, look how much I tested. This doesn't even show you the amount of creative and the copy as well. I probably tested about 20, let's say probably 10 different pieces of copy and 10 different creatives over the course of the last 30 days. So just shy of 12 and 12, because over 30 days, it's about 4 weeks, which is 4 weeks, which would be 3 new creative every week. That's 12 creatives and 12 copies. And that's something almost right there. We almost hit our goal for 12 and 30 days. So again, every week, 3 creative, 3 copy. Test audiences just based off how much they spend, cut, make it simple, easy to follow. So guys, this is how we did $108,000 in 30 days. This is the standard structure we're using for all of our accounts in the agency. And we're seeing anywhere from a 20 to 30% increase in return on ad spend by following these kind of rules. I'm not really gonna say it's a strategy. It's more just rules and how we operate within the ad account and stuff. The stuff that drives performance is the creative, the copy, the product, and like those things is what I really love to dig deep into. So that's why if you're doing at least $25K a month with your business, your Shopify business, and you're looking to partner with a digital agency that can help you achieve results like this, we've done some really great things. We've scaled multiple brands to 6 and 7 figures. So if you're doing at least $25K a month with your e-com business, click the link below, book an ad account audit with us. We'll hop on a call, dig through your account, show you a few things, and then what you can do is you can either take that and run with it, or you'll have the option to work with us if you would like. So again, click the link below to apply for that call, and let's get on a call together. Now, with that being said, if you enjoyed this video, hit that like button and hit that subscribe button for new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Well, guys, my name is Nick Theriot, and I really hope you enjoyed today's video. I think it was definitely a refresher and just kind of like an update of what's working for us right now and what you guys need to really focus on My apologies if I kind of screamed a little bit. I'm very, very, very passionate about what I do. And, I know it drives performance at the end of the day. And it kind of drives me crazy sometimes when I see these comments of like little things, and then I do these ad account audits, and it's just like, why aren't you testing creative? Why aren't you testing copy? And it's just like, oh, I don't know. Why would I need to do that? And like when you actually know it drives performance, it comes down to that. And this is structure right here really shows you how you can do that yourself. And really hope it helps you guys out, kind of clear out the noise. My goal is to cut out the noise so you can see the truth of what you really need to do with your brand to grow it and everything. So that being said, really thank you for watching this video. I appreciate all the support in the channel, and I'll catch you next time.